don't know what advantage there is to any particular spot, though. They all seem to have the same resources. I think I just picked this one because it looked like the place that would probably most have like a castle. Maybe we'll come down here and do something different.
Why am I so blind?
Why am I so blind?
I was trying to read the name of the one you had highlighted before, Nausea. I was like, what the fuck does that say?
What are you?
What are you?
What do we want our flag to be? Just a cat? Yeah, a cat.
Kitty.
The nation of meow meow.
A brief second, I saw the name of the place you picked. I thought it said Arnar.
Arnar!
Arnar!
That'd be a great name for a kingdom. We need to like play like an MMO or some sort of game together where we can make a guild and call it Arnar.
Arnar. Well, I will be right back because I need to feed the boys and probably myself because I haven't really eaten much today. I will be back.
Me either. I'll probably get something to eat before the movie.
Alright. BRB.
Let's see. 2 months since the fall of Aldemore, since you gathered up the survivors and set forth toward a new home. Nysamar is the future, a land free from the terrors of the past. Here you will raise up a new kingdom guided by the loyal advisors who form your curia. Your advisors are quite knowledgeable, but none can deny their own self-interest. Each has a plan for your reign. In the end, you alone must set the tone of your rule. Where do your interests lie? So we rise with vigilance, scarred but unbroken. Prosperity's pursuit ensures a bountiful future, or where wisdom is grown, little fear remains. Now, as I recall from when I played this game on the demo, there's some mechanics about like a mysterious like plague or sickness or something like that like contributed to the end of the previous kingdom. And you get to make decisions along with your counselors on different things around like dealing with this, like researching it and stuff like that. And I think you get to kind of like go different routes where you could be like more like scientific about it, where you're like, we're going to research whatever this is and try to figure it out. Or you can go like more like religious with it, where you're like, you know, like we must like have faith and like blah blah blah, or you know, like whatever. So you kind of get to make like, and that was one of the things that I liked about the demo that kind of had me interested in the game. As I was like, well, where is some of this stuff going to lead to, and what is this mysterious like magical, I think it was like magical sort of in nature, the way it was represented, this like thing that's like wiping out the land and like killing people and stuff like that. And what are going to be sort of the you know, different routes that you can go with it. So I think the starting interest thing here is in that sort of like line of thoughts of, you know, what is your early focus going to be? How are you going to like approach these problems? So let's see. Let's go with wisdom. Would you like to play the tutorial? Yes, because we didn't play it for a long time. It says, well done, your majesty. Now that we've found our new home, let's move our caravan to the location best suited for our keep. Once there, select the caravan and press the deploy button to prepare for the keep's construction. In the information pane that appears, click the keep button and place its blueprint where you would wish to build. Every kingdom receives one keep so that a hub of government and rule can be established. So you can kind of look at your overall territory here. Eventually you do get to like trade and I think go to war and stuff like that with these other people around you. I think these guys are somehow connected to the magical thingamabobber, if I recall right. You do get like attacked and different stuff like that. So we can kind of zoom in here a little bit and kind of see like the general lay of our little land plot here. I don't remember a ton about all the mechanics of what you do with the keep after you build it. I know you build onto it and you build like, because it's got like a city sim kind of component to it. So I think it would be a good idea to be kind of near like trees and stuff. So we'll kind of stick it here in the middle for our first run. All our little dudes are going to go out and build. Boop, boop. Let's see. A primitive stockpile is an essential hub for all resources gathered and distributed within its area of influence. A stockpile must be located within range of a work site so that builders can complete their duties. You'll need to raise a number of these structures across your kingdom as your reach expands to ensure that your workforce can properly operate. At the bottom of your screen, note the build menu. Here you'll find every available building you can construct. Select the logistics button, then locate the primitive stockpile within and construct one to continue. So if you've played one of these kind of games, you're probably familiar with this concept of like you have to have a stockpile for them to place the materials and stuff that they gather at. Put it right there. So I'll come over here and build a little, essentially, warehouse.
What? Did we just become best friends?
Yep.
Pew Pew Badger just resubscribed for 40 months. The itis got me, but I'm here. Hello everyone.
How's the Badgertons? With a primitive stockpile now in place, our workers can properly stow their gathered resources for later use. Next, let's create a means for them to harvest the logs and the rough stone required to construct additional buildings. Ooh, we're getting the badger song. Mushroom, badger, 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 mushroom, mushroom. Hey, we should make a highlight of the Tiki story. You did. You missed the Tiki stripper story. I wonder if there's a better way. I don't know. I have to think about that sometime. Within the logistics tab of the build menu, locate the courier camp and the logger camp. Place these structures next to their corresponding resources. If a material can be harvested by a camp, they will be outlined by a colored area of influence. Workers in the resource camps will harvest and deliver these raw resources to the nearest primitive stockpile, regardless of the distance to the site. This behavior is unique to these buildings. So obviously we want to put the logger near a lot of trees. So we'll go ahead and sort of like plot that out to be over here. And the quarry guy also wants to be near the stoneworks. So we'll plop him down here. Food stores in every neighborhood provide nourishment and other consumables to your citizens. Like the primitive stockpile, your people will travel to and from this building to move supplies from within its area of influence. Without access to the structure, the needs of your citizens will go unmet, which can lead to revolt. Always provide ample resources to these structures to minimize the chance of an uprising. To build this structure, locate the food stores within the logistics tab of the build menu. So we got food storage. So we can kind of see its area of influence here is decently sized, but it's sounds like we want to have it within range of people. So I wonder if we want to build it closer to like where the houses are going to be or not. we'll stick it here for now. Gonna need roads. Oh. Little road out to here. Little road down here. Over there. Doesn't seem like building roads is too bad. Sometimes in these games they make building roads like really hard, like intense, like amount of resources and stuff. I always hate that. What are these guys? Are these guys logging or mining? I guess they are. Now you need to allow some time to pass so your workers will gather and store the resources necessary to construct additional buildings for your kingdom. 60 logs and 80 rough stone should prove sufficient for your immediate needs. We'll continue once these supplies have been obtained. So let's speed it up. We can go ahead and get that done. We have supplied our people with shelter, but there are two critical needs that still need to be met to ensure their well-being: apples and firewood. Build an apple orchard and a wood chopper. The apple orchard must be placed within the AOI of your food stores, while the wood chopper must be located within that of the primitive stockpile. The higher the worker count, the greater yield a farm produces. As a rule, the apple orchard with five workers can supply enough food to satisfy a small population of around 100 farmers. As your need for farmed goods expands, you will need to provide additional farms to account for the increase. It's nice of them to tell you that up front, give you like an idea of like your ratio. So about 5 people working farms, excuse me, if I could language, can feed about 100 people. So how does this work? Okay, I see. So it's a click and drag kind of thing. Not too big. Okay. Wood chopper. We'll go ahead and stick you over here. Kind of build our industrial stuff close to the keep, and then we'll build like houses down here or something. The area a building is able to affect is represented by the area of influence radius around the selected structure. These are color-coded gray, blue, or green: stock, water, and food. And buildings within this area that are affected by the structure will be highlighted in yellow, allowing you to easily track which buildings are served. Some structures can have their AOI adjusted. To modify the AOI of a resource camp, simply select it and adjust the slider. Try this now. Oh, okay. So you can kind of give them a general area of which they're allowed to cover. Okay, that's cool. I like that. Summary of all available displayed in the top right of your screen. Customize the resources displayed by clicking on them, selecting the replacement you would like to view in that slot. Try this now. We don't have any hemp, so well, I mean, that's all the resources basically. So next, let's place a well in an area of the settlement where you intend to house residents. Residents and job sites will then have access to fresh water within its AOI, which is essential to meeting the needs of your settlers, fighting fires, and providing ample supply to firehouses, growing food, and later supplying aqueducts. Multiple wells in an area have overlapping AOI. Each of them are slightly less efficient due to sharing the same groundwater source. Oh man, we got to think about groundwater too? Okay, we're getting complicated already. So maybe we put one up here. And then we'll put one down here somewhere where we want to put like the houses. We'll kind of draw out this line a little bit. Maybe like connect all this up. Draw this out. And kind of somewhat centralize a well down there. Right? All you get is apples. I mean, apples are good, but I imagine we're gonna like make a hunter or something here before too long. Homes provide each class of citizen with a sense of security while also providing you with insight into the residents' happiness and well-being. To prepare for new arrivals, we should construct the type of housing that they desire. Let's make use of the logs and rough stone we were stockpiling earlier. We should build at least 10 farmer homes. Oh, apparently we've got an event. 10 farmer homes that our settlers have a place to call home. Consider constructing additional homes to encourage local Nyaesians to join our community. Farmer houses are located in the build menu within the farmer tab. Additional information: happiness directly correlates to how many citizens are able to inhabit a given home. Farmers require at least 2 of their needs to be met to be willing to move in. Additional needs need to be fulfilled in order to increase occupancy. Okay. So farmer houses. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, that's spaced out perfectly. Look at that. 7, 8. Oh, that slightly doesn't work right. We hate that. Oh well. Maybe we'll be able to sneak something else in that spot. What is this? Settling in. The foundations of your settlement have been laid. How much can be done to encourage, but much can be done to encourage its growth. Your Curia, a small group of advisors, will help you find your way. Chancellor Bodhi Declan maybe? Bodhi Declan and Duke Donovan Stanton are those who remain from the fallen king's Curia. Sir Ossian Hayward, a trusted knight and friend, has been added to round off the group. Together you must determine where best to focus your efforts in this fledgling kingdom. Uh-oh, already they're advising us. Look at this fancy motherfucker. The solution is easily found, Your Majesty. Without our people, we would not have come this far. Their resilience should be rewarded, instilling confidence and joy. Well, this guy looks like a Chad. It is true, Chancellor, that we've overcome much. The tragedies of the past are but a few steps behind us. This is why we should focus on securing and protecting what we're starting here. Only with a strong defense can we find the courage to rise once more. Both reasonable positions, gentlemen. Oh, we got like Varys over here. The bald eunuch. He looks like he would have a Weasley voice. You know, like, yes, Your Highness. Reasonable to be certain, yet both overlooking that which most reliably maintains and grows a kingdom, its coffers. Without sufficient coin, it would be difficult to grow beyond simple thatch and stone. We must inspire the people. Fair points all. Our citizens, security, our wealth, all important to the foundations. Now we get to make our first decision, like which advisor are we going to go with? Safety first, above all else. How best can we help our people? Or you choose coins over citizens or security? I like how that guy gets the worst one. It's like, yeah, we could totally do security, or like, yeah, we could help people, or what the fuck's wrong with you, dude? What's your fucking problem? I'm gonna go with helping the people to start. Your Highness, without the procurement of life's necessities, we cannot flourish. Let us focus our attention on food, shelter, and other essentials, so that we'll have the strength to grow our kingdom. Strength can only be nurtured through creating a proper defense, Your Highness. The Chancellor means well, but given the fear these people still hold, we must let them feel secure. Best friends?
Yep.
No underscore aka underscore no, but just gifted 1 subs.
Hey, thank you for the gifted sub, Noba. Hitting up the praise the sun. Nice hit. What are your thoughts, Duke? Let us hear from the knight. I agree, Chancellor Bodhi. I do agree. I agree with the Chancellor. Chancellor Declan is grateful for your support and informs you that he and the farmers have brought enough apples to support the early food needs of your settlement. Okay. To understand the function of each of the various structures you can build, simply click on the help button located at the side of the information pane. This will help reveal important information about the selected structure. Try this now by clicking on the farmer house and then clicking the find or the help button. Click it to view information about the building. Ah, yes. Almost every building has information within the help panel that can be viewed at any time. When you require information on the purpose or functionality of a building, you'll find the necessary details here. To continue, expand the highlighted topic within the help panel to get more details about the subject. Oh, we gotta scroll down. Okay, that's helpful. A lot of information right at your fingertips. You can now monitor the current happiness of your people within the resource bar. By hovering over it, you can view a more detailed breakdown of each class, how each class is feeling. The icon adjusts color to represent the present level. Blue is happiest, red obviously not so happy. Low happiness can significantly impact your province. The following effects may result: income reduce, production decrease, increased chance of disease, increased immigration rates. We should slow that down. It's running on like super speed and we don't even know what's happening. If 20 or more individuals of the same class are discontent, there's a chance that they may begin a revolt. During these protests, affected citizens suffer the following: production affected buildings reduced by 50%, class income reduced by 25 per class. Job menu can be used to effectively manage work sites and job priorities. A job's importance can be adjusted by clicking and dragging or by clicking the corresponding buttons to raise or lower a job on the list. The highest priority job is always listed at the top. Let's ensure the kingdom's job sites are running efficiently. Open the job menu now. Open my briefcase. The wood chopper you recently built could be more effectively run. Adjust its priority order by dragging the wood chopper to the top of the list or by clicking the highlighted arrows to the right of its entry. The process can be eased by lowering the priority of the logger chopper and courier camp. As your population increases, it will just become easier to balance your worker population between buildings and demand. You can also individually set the maximum worker count at any job site via its information pane on the right side. So we drag it up. View the job details of other classes of citizens or to investigate job efficiency in other provinces, you can use the tabs located on the top of the screen in the jobs menu. For in-depth information at most menus and elements, click the help button at the top of the right of the panel at any time. Help! Help! Okay. Our citizens' needs for supplies are beginning to outpace our ability to produce them. We should look to increase our farmer population to at least 40. Once complete, build a hemp farm, outfitter, and fermenter to further meet the needs of the farmer class, which will attract more people to the settlement. Once these structures are in place, we'll need to focus our attention on crafting highly valued resources. To start, let's produce 50 each of cider and hemp clothing. We may need to establish additional apple orchards or wood choppers to meet these demands. Don't forget to adjust employment within the jobs menu to maximize potential output. Happiness directly correlates to how many citizens are able to inhabit a given home. Okay, so they already told us that earlier. What is this? Issue detected. No available stockpile is in range. Oh, this stockpile is just barely out of range of these guys. That's an annoying start. So we're probably gonna have to build another stockpile over here. These are just, I'm guessing these are just people that don't have a home. Oh, there's nobody producing water over here. Nobody producing water over here either. Of course, from what I was understanding, it sounds like we've really only got farmers, so maybe they just don't even do that kind of work. Okay, so now they're happy that they have stockpile. We know we need to build more homes. Go ahead and fill out some of the street here. Make our suburbia, our peasant suburbia. So we need a fermenter. So none of this stuff's really going to unlock until we have the farmers. We're going to need a hemp farm. Go ahead and like kind of expand out our potential farmland here. Get us a hemp farm. That'll work. Need to poop a farm. That's right. A good farm runs on good poop. That is factual. Our happiness has gone up. Issue detected. What do you mean? No available food stores are in range. And that's a small area too. Workers assigned to building. I don't think I can assign workers. Yeah, I don't think that can assign to that one either. So we're gonna need a food storage in this area as well for the houses. Oh God. Angry red faces.
Stream got stuck. To refresh you.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Currently trying to meet the demands of the peasantry.
Ah, yes.
I wonder if we should do like a how much room do you need for that? Like angry.
Careful, or there will be a revolution.
God, you know, they're so needy. They want food, water. Basic necessities of life. Who do they think I am? I wouldn't have 9 inches of hair to cut off, so I can't relate.
It always feels like a lot more.
Oh, look at those areas. Like, it's just this corner's not gonna get it. They're gonna have to build like a one on each side, probably. It should cover like another row of houses at least, though. This is gonna anger me. This just looks terrible. It's weird, like off center. How hard is it to destroy something? How do you destroy something? Demolition mode. There we go. I'm sorry, you must be destroyed. You look ugly.
That's rude, Ref. Can't help it.
There we go. Now it fits in nicely. I wonder how like finicky the game is. Like if we put a well, oh no, you can't even put one in here. I was like, could you like sneak a well off the road and then like they would be able to get to it, but apparently not. We will need one over there though eventually. Uh-oh. The soil here is rich on its surface, but the farmers doubt its stability mere feet below, which could inhibit the growth of rich, reliable produce. Chancellor Declan comes to discuss these concerns with you. Your Majesty, the farmers are weary. They fear the soil in this land, in this new land, is not keen for growth. Chancellor Declan, as we traveled into Nisamar, many of the fields were lush and abundant. Such flora can't arise from spoiled earth. Still, the farmers are struggling. It's possible that the locals have knowledge or skills unknown to us. How different can things truly be here? But I'm no farmer, and growing crops is essential to our survival. We may be able to study the land, though that could take a bit, or find someone local with greater understanding. We've already lost so much time. You're suggesting we lose more to research? Perhaps it would be wise to secure a farmer who knows these lands. Do you think it's possible? Land is land, Chancellor. You believe our farmers have forgotten their craft? It would make sense in my brain to talk to somebody who's a local, so I'm gonna go with that. I believe it is entirely possible, Highness, but with the right scout and offer, their knowledge will prove invaluable to us. I have no doubt. What can be gained outweighs any potential risk. It is a risk to be certain, but I trust your judgment, Chancellor. Why that one's all yellow. A willingness to learn will help us succeed where Aldemar faltered. Still, we cannot spare more time, yet it is right to doubt the knowledge of our own farmers. So I guess this is like locking in a decision. A scout will be sent to retain a local seasoned farmer. They and theirs will be offered a home and land amongst your settlement and trade for their knowledge and skill. I think that just makes sense. All right, we've got our houses that we needed finally. So let us return here. So we need to build a fermenter to produce the cider, beer, and mead. I'd imagine it obviously works off of apples. So we'll stick it over here. Then the outfitter that's going to make him clothing, sandal, and leather cloaks. Stick that there. Lumberyard into planks. They build pretty fast. They don't fuck around. I like that. Tell them to build something, they get right on it. So only got about 10 hemp there. Guess all the apples would be here. We got a lot of those. Multiple issues. Insufficient resources to create recipe. No workers assigned. How do we assign workers? Am I crazy here? Like, this doesn't do anything. Oh, what? What just happened? Why did it all of a sudden, like, fill it? Oh, now it's working. What? That's strange. Okay. Well, now it's not working again. Do we not have enough workers? Maybe? I mean, I'm not seeing... I mean, nobody's unemployed. Are they... But where are they all working? I guess there's just a lot on the farms. Oh, all of a sudden there's people doing water now. There was nobody doing water before. Why are you guys so pissed off? Which, I mean, I know you would like more stuff. Oh, they don't even have apples. What the fuck? There's a food store. Are we not bringing apples down here? Oh, there's apples in there. Get your fucking apples. Stop bitching.
Take your apples and go.
We'll build a well over here since they're upset about that. If you had to eat only one food for the rest of your days, what would you choose? Like one food as in like pizza, which is like an amalgamation of potentially many foods, or more singular, like just bacon.
I don't know. That's a toughie.
One dish. And it like auto assigned all these places. Stuck people in there too. What the fuck? I'm so confused. Oh, and now all of a sudden it just put people in there. What the this is weird. Doesn't have any. Why aren't you going and getting apples? Oh, now we're out of apples. Guess that's why. I would probably say, I mean, if you can be that flexible, I would probably say like either burritos or pizza, because you can put like so many different things into that category, right? Like if you can sort of like encompass all the different like possibilities. I mean, you could have, straight up like bacon pepperoni type pizza. You can have breakfast pizza. You can have taco pizza. You can have dessert pizza. Yeah, like you could have a lot. You could put just about anything on a pizza. Same thing with like a flour tortilla, right? You can put anything on that.
I just have more questions about the terms. Like, is it the same pizza all the time? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what are the little details? I feel like it would be one of those things that you have to be very specific, kind of like a genie wish.
Right.
I don't know.
Phrase your wish skill carefully.
Yeah.
I think we need more apple orchards here. Yeah, you could say the same about tacos. Like tacos, tortillas, pizza, naan bread. Actually, naan bread might even be better than pizza. Like naan bread is so like delicious, and like you just make it into a pocket and put anything in there. You could turn that into like a makeshift calzone, anything. Indian tacos, like Indian food, like lamb and like curry. I mean, at that point, you're kind of making almost like a gyro, right? You know, you're getting into kind of like Greek food territory, which is delicious. I wonder how long it takes them. Like
Oh, now I want lipomatus.
33 apples. That's all this is fucking producing. How long does that take? Issue detected. No available food stores are in range. What? Oh, they're not even harvesting most of the apples because they're not in range of the food store. Is that what you're telling me? Oh, fuck my ass. Wait, so how does that work with moving apples down to here? Wait, what? That doesn't make sense. Because they're getting apples down here, so they clearly move the apples. Why does it have to be in range in order to get them? Oh. Maybe it has to be in range, but then it will move them between the stores after. Guess we could build one up here. Somewhere. Shit! Native American Indian. Okay. Fry bread with plural amount of toppings. See, I've never had fry bread, so I don't know that glory. What does not simply move an apple? Clearly they do. I mean, they're moving them. This is the only thing that like frustrates me about these kind of games is like you like you have to make mistakes in order to like know what the hell you're supposed to do, and like having like a plan for these kind of buildings that like have limited areas and have to cover things, you know, like water and all that is such a big part of the game. And then like you lay everything out and then you realize like, oh shit, we need another building, you know, like, or this isn't in range. And you're like, damn it. Yeah, I see the apples popping up here. Oh yeah, so now there's like 50 in there all at once. Oh, and now the bar went down. So this bar fills up and then you get the apples. Okay. So it was just like a bunch of apples just chilling there. So is this firewood? It is firewood. How do we get firewood? Makes firewoods. Wood chopper. Oh. Okay, so he is making firewood. So when we all get together, first thing I'm making for you guys, I'll brave a plane to gift you fry bread. Wow, that's a lot. I mean, if you ever just, I mean, of course, it'd be difficult with like kids and everything, but you know, if you ever wanted to come to Korea, you could always come visit. And he'd be happy to get you whatever you need to make fry bread. But that's a long flight. There might be boats to get there too. I don't know. I've been seeing a lot of videos lately, probably because you know how, you know, the internet works and how Google infects everything. I have been getting like these videos in my shorts feeds about like going to Korea and traveling around Japan and different stuff like that. And I keep seeing these videos from this lady who does a bunch of stuff over there, saying that there's really cool like boat rides you can take from in between Korea and Japan. And how like there's one I saw that's like this really fast boat that gets you there from Japan to Korea in like 3 hours, which is like almost the same speed as the flight. I think the flight is like 2 hours, and then there's another one that's like it's 24 hours, but it's like really nice. Like you get like a room and like a tub and like all this like nice stuff. And it's actually pretty cheap. It's like $100. She was like, this is the way to like do it. And I was like, that actually does look pretty legit. How are you not getting any firewood? Is this one just not producing enough? Like who's taking all the firewood? Wait, logger camp. Structure storage is full. Structure storage is full. What? Are you guys not taking your supplies somewhere? What's happening? Nobody's working there, first of all. Does there need to be a stockpile within range of these? I guess so. I didn't do the best job of like explaining these parts. Different, but for mine, it's definitely a certain recipe that I protect. I mean, you're talking about fried dough, so like I can't imagine it's bad. Sounds pretty good. Garlic butter to dip it in, that sounds delicious. Anything like garlicky, like when me and Pew go to like get food from like the Indian, like Pakistani place over there where she lives, like the garlic naan. Oh, it's so good. But now there's people working there again. I guess they weren't working because it was full. And they weren't stocking the stuff because there wasn't a stockpile within range of them. They all appear to be unified, actually. Riders are gathered uninsured amongst the homes and buildings within this area. Ensure citizens need management. It doesn't say that, but they are clearly all the same because they all have the same resources in them. So they don't have to move it between stockpiles. They're all connected. It's a giant stockpile bag of holding. I love cinnamon sugar stuff. Cheese, always good. I've never really had an anchovy. we beeping. Workers assigned. I think we need more workers. I have to build more homes. We took, well, I mean Pew was there, but we took Pew's dad down to the hill while they were here in town and got some Italian bread and meats and cheeses and all that kind of stuff. Actually, we still have some in the fridge. I should make a really good sandwich for movie night. That's what I might do. I bust out that Italian bread and make a fucking kick-ass sandwich. We got some like pepperoni and prosciutto, salami, and different stuff like that. He was enjoying it. Because he's been all over like Europe and stuff when he was in the military, so he's had like the good food. Like he knows what like real Italian and stuff tastes like because he's actually been there. Sir Hayward has come to you with an unsettling report. The corpses of 3 animals, guts removed, adorned with a makeshift altar within a farmer's house. Scents of rot and incense lingered in the air. Strange blood markings on the walls indicated that a ritual had taken place. You and Hayward try to make sense of what has occurred. Speak plainly, Ossian. What do you make of the scene? I've seen nothing like it before. Whatever conducted this ritual must be from these lands. There were unusual symbols on the walls of the main room, centered around the altar. Upon the altar, the remains of 3 animals, their hearts pulled from them, missing. Encircling these corpses, those crystals, the ones that spring up around the province. Curious. I'd like to know more. What could these strange symbols on the walls mean? These strange crystals, are they native to Nissamor? Why do you believe the 3 hearts were taken? I guess we'll go with the symbols. They were crudely drawn and formed for what seemed to be a mixture of mud and blood. Difficult to understand, but perhaps because they seem so unfamiliar. A mixture of mud and blood. Perhaps they were images or words. Whatever they were, they seemed significant. No doubt, a significant mystery. What of these stolen hearts? Perhaps they were key to the ritual. Without speaking to those who took them, though, it's unclear. From which creatures were these hearts taken? Seems they were cut from the carcasses of 3 animals, a lynx, a jackal, and an adder. Such peculiar choices. You said there were strange crystals. Yes, like those found in the fields, meadows. Well, they spring up in all manner of places in Nissamor. Nothing like them has ever existed in Aldemore. These are the magenta ones? Those that seem to cause confusion and lightheadedness when nearby. The very same. At their core, there appeared to be movement. It reminded me of that ill fog, that fateful day. Perhaps the Chancellor should look into this. If anyone could learn more about them, it would be him. Thank you, Sir Ossian. Good work, Sir Hayward. Clearly, there is much about Nissamor we have yet to learn, and now their customs have been thrust upon us. We must develop a greater understanding of this new land and its traditions. How quickly some traditions can be perceived as threats without proper knowledge. All the better to try to learn what occurred here. Should another ritual occur, the consequences could be far more grim. I agree wholeheartedly. We need to find out the purpose of this ritual. Where should we start, Your Majesty? Let's learn more about the symbols. What kind of ritual demands hearts? There must be a reason. These crystals could hold value or be a new threat. We should study them. I guess we'll go with the hearts. We're kind of going that direction. Ossian sends a scout off to a neighboring village, 3 days journey from the settlement, rumored to have a native herbalist. He hopes that their wisdom might be provide insight into why the heart of a lynx, jackal, and adder were needed for the ritual. You guys bitching about now? No food stores. Are you fucking kidding me? You guys are never happy. Now they don't have a stockpile either. Look at that. Look at this stockpile range, dude. My God. These citizens are going to be the death of me already. Never happy. Okay, what? Let's put it down on the south end. Edicts are laws and regulations unlocked through your choices that provide both transformative benefits and drawbacks to your kingdom while they are active. Click on the edict button on the status pane to open the corresponding menu. Activate an edict by clicking on the checkbox next to its name. You'll be charged the upkeep fee each day it remains active and may activate as many as you are able to afford. An edict can bring a great deal of utility and specialization to your kingdom. It's almost always worth the cost to make use of them. Take a moment to open the help menu to use the highlighted button. Familiarize with these useful regulations and their function. Activate it by clicking it. Once the edict activated, it remains so until you disable it. Oh my God. Everybody's eating and drinking. The time is right to explore the Tome of Knowledge. Click the highlighted button to begin. I'm not even done looking at this thing yet. Fucking chill. Your farmers take care of the cycle crop growth, reducing the impact on the soil. Resources grow slower, but fewer farmers are required. The effect is 20% yield production from farm plots, but 2 less farmers are required to work the fields. That could be worth it for a while. All right, let's look at the Tome of Knowledge. The Tome of Knowledge represents the learning, education, and technological know-how of your kingdom. As your reign expands, so too will your capability in various disciplines. It's divided into tiers, which represent the technological level of your kingdom and the influence of your keep. To reach the next tier, you must first meet the listed prerequisites. Once this is achieved, you can unlock that tier and access its researchable expertise. Okay, so we got a tech tree, essentially. You have met the prerequisites to unlock the first tier of expertise. And expertise provides a permanent bonus and penalty to a particular aspect of your kingdom, allowing you to specialize structures to best suit your ideals. Each applies benefits and penalties to your kingdom. Click the Tier 1 section to expand the window and reveal all available expertise you have access to. Some areas of expertise are unlocked only through events. Oh, Tiki's having internet problems now too. No, Tiki.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why. It was fine.
Something in the water out there.
There's wind starting up or something. Guess so.
Selecting expertise will expand it to provide additional details. Each expertise provides 2 to 3 possible options, of which you may select only one. This choice cannot be undone, so choose wisely. Once your selection is made, the resource cost requirements for the expertise are consumed and the benefit immediately applied. Completing research takes time, however, this duration is listed along with the cost. Okay, cannot change your mind. Masteries are similar to expertise, but can only be obtained through in-game events. Each provides a significant benefit to your kingdom. Unlike in expertise, there are no downsides to masteries. Their costs may seem high, but it reflects their transformative power throughout one's kingdom. You may only activate 3 masteries at a time, so choose wisely. Should you wish to select a different mastery later on, you may reset your mastery points using the respec button at the top left of the masteries menu. Okay, they're hitting us with all kind of fucking information here. Oh my god, it's still happening. Now that you have attracted laborers, a variety of new buildings can be accessed. They should be constructed so we might meet the needs of those talented newly arrived citizens. First, construct a lumber yard to produce planks. This new material is essential to the construction of most other laborer buildings and allows you to construct taverns, traders' huts, and the craftsmen. Finally, you'll need 5 laborer houses, which provide respite for this new class after a long day of work. Don't forget to adjust worker priorities in the job menu to ensure each structure is running efficiently. It will take a little while to produce enough planks, so now would be a great time to add additional primitive stockpiles or food stores to enact an edict or to research and expertise. Can I look at these now? Are you done hitting me with fucking information? All right, so we got food stores bonus, a boost to the food. Don't say that, Tiki. The food stores keeps you growing kingdom well fed. It would be wise to expand storage capabilities, but delivery speed is ever a concern. What is it? Oh, okay. Increase the storage of the food stores by 50%, but the cost to build one increases by 100%. Increase worker count to +6 farmers, but storage is reduced by 10%. Kind of the mind to increase the storage, but let's see. Firewood. So we got the yield of firewood increases by 3, but the recipe now requires stone. Or the production of firewood increases by 100%, but +1 worker is required. That's an interesting choice. Farmer house. Cost of building a house decreases by 80%, but the chance of fire increases by 25%. Oh no. They're cheaper and flammable. Well-built farmer houses will raise the happiness of your farmer by 5, but the quality costs 100% more resources. What kind of ruler do you want to be? Do you want to cut corners or make a better house? Well area increases by 35, but their production decreases by 30%. Well production increased by 50, but this requires sacrificing 20% additional storage space. We got apples. Apple orchards increase yield by 100, but this will require an employee increase of 50%. Production of apple orchards increased by 50, but such swiftness reduces the yield by 25%. A lot of choices. Then you can unlock a stockpile upgrade. Allows you to improve existing primitive stockpiles, allowing the employment of 3 additional. A lot of these are like employ more people, but we're already like kind of needing more people. It'll be great for scaling, but for now it's like I don't know if I want to have more people. This makes it faster but produce less, and this makes it produce more but require more people. So we're like, what is it, like 30 something per field right now, so we go up to like 60, but 50% more employees. I think there was what, like 5-6 people working a field, so it's a pretty big increase. Or we make it go faster. This kind of seems better. I mean, you lose 25% of your yield, but it's also 50% faster, so it's going to cycle faster. We go with that. All right, what are you pissed about? You're still pissed about food storage. How's that? Okay, there we go. Can't see that little fucking fence there. All right. So now we need wood planks, which means we need a lumber yard. You know, the old yumber.
Yumber.
Issue detected. Resources depleted. Oh, the oh yeah. There's we could expand it a bit. Might as well. This guy's starting to run out of wood too. We're gonna have to expand him out a bit. Is this a distant cousin of Anno? I would say it's in the same genre, yeah.
Oh, this goes me.
Yeah, we're still struggling on firewood. I think we'll have to do the firewood research. It goes decently fast. They're not getting enough firewood in a lot of the houses. Military structures. Got fences, we got armories, we got barracks, we got gates. That'll be fun. Refined flax, a cookhouse, craftsman to make rope and furniture, a tavern, labor house, fishing docks, smelters, foresters, blacksmith, bowyer, hunter's lodge, a tannery. And we got a lot of stuff to build. The way the scroll wheel scrolls through stuff is weird. So we're gonna need a flax eventually, fairly soon. So we could throw down a flax field. What are we bitching about now? Don't have enough apples, don't have enough clothes. I mean, that shit's, it's going as fast as it can, people. Got 2 fields going. I'm researching Apple technology. I got my man peasant Steve Jobs on it. I'm going as fast as I can. Is everybody employed still? 42 people are unemployed. How the fuck? We have 42 people unemployed all of a sudden. And clearly they could be working these fucking fields. Eight out of 6. How's there more people working than the limit? Man, that. We should get like another should get another hemp farm going. Seems like we're suddenly not keeping up with demand of clothing either. Yeah, the hemp farmer's like running out of hemp. Running out of apples and hemp. Can we expand this down here? Can we like just throw hemp over the trees and they'll just fuck off, or? Yes, good, good. Go ahead and like build a taller, skinny apple orchard over here as well. Fill in some of this space. Ah, we angry. Look, we need all shapes and sizes out here, okay? We're about equal representation. Some orchards are girthy, some orchards are, you know, skinny. We're not discriminating. Got a lot more stone down here. I think we'll eventually... Oh, we got a lot over here too. What is this? This pink bar up here is looking kind of ominous. You guys heard Dragaran. He's a size king. He's size shaming. Is this what hemp looks like? Just little tiny little plants.
Who doesn't like thick orchards?
Unmute. I love a thick orchard. Remute. Let me guess. Our stockpile is out of range of some of this again. These fucking stockpiles. That one should be covered. Not really going to cover all of this either. Extra thick ass orchard. Put this one as far over as we can. No available stockpile is in range of the stockpile? What kind of error is that? You are the stockpile. Yes, the apple farm. All right, so we clearly need to do something with the firewood. Yield, but now requires stone. Or it's faster, but require... I think we're gonna go with faster, but requires more people. We need speed. Speed. We need that wood to come quickly. We need to build a tavern, build houses, build a trader's hut, build a craftsman. But we have enough to build labor houses. we go like full like classism society and build like our laborers separate from the farmers? They're a higher tier of citizen. They exist over here. They live in the nice part of the farmland. You bitching about clothing, cider. They're fully manned. Should we maybe we should let's see. We're like, we can't fill in the space. It's green. There we go. Yeah. Oh, so you can build it and it'll take like less farmers. Yeah. Gotta fill it in. We gotta make it look pretty. Gotta even it all up. Yeah, so this one's like one worker. Okay, I kind of like that. Yeah. Dick's brand cider. Of course, they want water. These wells are just fucking tiny. So they want to be within range of a tavern too. They don't just want a tavern, they want it like in their neighborhood. The size of it is pretty good at least. Takes up about 2 houses worth. But like, I don't want to have to go far to get drunk. Not enough water to put out a fire. That's because it hasn't been produced yet. Why would you make that an issue that pops up immediately? There's not enough water here. We haven't made it yet. And how are we still struggling on these apples? We have so many orchards going. Oh man, we got a gap there. Oh no. Lot too small. Fuck. How long does it gotta be? Yeah, they've got a storage thing over here. There just isn't enough. There's there it is, the food thing. There's just no apples. Are these linked as well? I would imagine they are. Yeah, it looks like they're linked. Why is it taking them so long to build too? They were building so fast before. Or are they waiting on planks? Will they start building even if they don't have enough planks? Maybe that's what happened. Yeah, I think that's what happened. These guys are immediately angry. The firewood is just a struggle bus, man. We may need a second wood chopper. We seem to be gathering plenty of wood. We're not running out of wood. So far, anyway. Still not getting enough hemp either. Even with 2 hemp farms running. Guess we still got 18 unemployed, so guess might as well try to get another one up and going. Bah! Let's see if that wood chopper catches us up on the firewood. Let's see. I wonder if these are. Oh God. The Whalgrim is a mysterious force, the presence of which can alter the world in a myriad of unexpected ways. It has the potential to greatly disrupt and alter the state of your kingdom or even the world itself. The purple meter located below the resource bar displays the current presence of Whalgrim in your own settlements. As you expand your kingdom, you will disturb the natural world and release more of this essence. That doesn't sound good. When the meter fills, you experience a Whalgrim surge, an unpredictable outcome that will occur in one of your occupied provinces. In addition, the Whalgrim crystals will spring up in your territories. To harvest this volatile resource, you'll need to unlock a special storage facility to safely house them. After a surge, the meter will reset, slowly expand once more alongside your reign. Mine the meter and be prepared for all manner of things. Illness, violence, and even boons can arise from the Whalgrim surge. Wonder if this is like retroactive. If I do this, will the farms I've already built also gain the happiness? No, they've already been built. So what happened when the Whalgrim thing happened? We get something? Oh, there's the crystals. Do look a bit ominous. Bit unfriendly. A lot of stone up there too. Surges. Terror fills the settlement at its presence. That which was so long believed in the past, the denials of the whispers, the rumors of that strange ritual, and now the fog engulfs your fledgling kingdom. Its violet hue is inescapable. Yet, amidst the panic of your citizens, a fragile elderly woman, a Nisian from a nearby town, smiles and laughs, carrying on about her day. This brings only more panic to the former Aldeans, and Sir Hayward has brought her before you and the Curia. You hope to learn why no fear dwells within her. Because she believes in the Emperor. Greetings, ma'am. Your Majesty? Where we come from, this fog. The whale? Yes, nothing good comes of it. Except destruction and pure chaos. The old woman breaks into laughter, as if she scarce believes the Duke's words. What? No? You don't know? Foreigners, knowing nothing. The whale blesses us with its presence. Ask ye questions. But the fog only leaves behind pain. The wound is still so raw. Only a few months have passed since. Yes, I've heard of what has happened to your people. Tragic that, but not the whale's fault entire. How so? The whale is self-willed, but influenced. It feeds from ye the energies about. And then whoosh, it happens. The clouds come. Most times it's good. Sometimes it's mad. Maybe it doesn't trust you yet. So this whoosh, it's like an outburst of energy. A surge, perhaps. Yes, a surge. Try not to fear it, Majesty. Something was wrong in your land. It lasted too long. Isomore is its home. No matter its temperament, the whale never surges long. And though it may challenge ye, it can do much good as well. You thank the old woman for her insight and ask that Sir Hayward kindly escort her from the throne room. If what she says is true, then perhaps these surges will not always offer dread. Still, you don't trust its temperament. This is its land, and your people would be seen as trespassers. At least now you know their name, surges. In time, should you survive the worst they bring, perhaps you'll have a chance to experience these blessings of which the woman spoke. And that is that's like the magical woo crazy thing I was talking about at the start of the demo, or not, well, this isn't the demo anymore, but at the start of the game. And I was like, that's kind of interesting, and I didn't get super far into it, obviously, since we're playing a demo, so I don't know what all it does. Let's see, any specific genre for movie night? I don't have anything specific in mind, really. Trying to think, like, if anything, has there been any like big movies that have come out recently that like we haven't actually seen yet? God, there's so many Christmas movies being listed on here, which is no surprise. Christmas movies, Christmas. Can I recommend Seven? Oof. I don't know if Tiki would watch Seven. If you're trying to get Tiki involved. I like Seven, but yeah. We never watched Krampus. True. I mean, you guys know how it goes. I mean, any movies you want to recommend, we put it on the list. You know, if it wins, it wins. It's been like a few weeks since we even did like a poll. I can't remember what were some of the movies we maybe even had on there before. any turkey movies. I mean, my favorite Thanksgiving movies are Planes, Trains, and Automobiles and Dutch. Still having like, oh, I guess there are some spots in some of these houses still open. Tell you what, let's not build that last house. We don't need it yet, and we need to get this tavern up because they're angry. They angry. That's the only thing they don't have is a tavern, and they're like fucking pissed. Like the anger down here has settled down. There's our other bonus. Does that show up on here somewhere? Two railgum crystals. Oh, that lowers their happiness. Oh, shit. I don't see it as like a thing on here anywhere. They seem to have a good amount of apples now. Maybe our apple production is finally kind of caught up. Getting ahead of the game on flax. Although we're still showing like 0 apples up here, so they're getting consumed like as quickly as they come in. Same thing with the cider. Like we have no stockpile of cider. We at least have some him clothing now. But the apples are like, they come in, they go out. They come in, they go out. And that might be happening until we get to like another like food source too. Like we get to the point where we can actually have like veal or pork or something like that. That might level out the ridiculous like apple drain. Right now we've got 2 resources wanting apples constantly. And it looked like we were going to get that with the laborers. You know, we got like a cookhouse. We can do fishing, although I don't see any water. Maybe we can't fish here. Forester. There was a hunter in here, wasn't there? Yeah, hunting lodge. We need rope. Flax oil. We need more planks. Probably get another research going. Let's see. So we've got a food store, or we can unlock the next tier. Is that instant? It's not. Well, Soul Food. Soul Food is a good movie. I do like Soul Food. I used to listen to the soundtrack for Soul Food like all the time. That was actually one of my favorite CDs. I still have it somewhere, I think. I can't remember the last time I saw that movie. It's been It's probably been 20 years since I saw that movie. Oh God, that makes me sound old. It's been 20 years. Make planks. How many planks do you need? 75. Shit, that's a lot. I was thinking of like, because one of the things we had to do for the wedding that the minister wanted us to do was to like each pick a song that we would play. And I was trying to come up with like what song did I want to go with, and I was thinking of stuff like Casey and JoJo and stuff like that, which got me actually thinking about like Soul Food and that album.
Epic.
Welcome, bang.
Thank you.
Let's do a little speed up here. Get this damn tavern built. Here too. Oh, look at all this. This just must be like just a straight up upgrade of. This must be a mastery actually. This knowledge allows you to improve existing primitives, allowing employment of 3 additional farmers. What does that do to help you though? Like, does more workers like dispense the resources faster? Oh, what are, let's see, the fermenter. Apple requirements of Society of Cider reduced by 50, but production at the fermenter also decreases. Cider yield by 1, but its recipe requires more apples. Ugh, I don't know if we can do that. We can make firehouses. Guard houses, wooden walls, yield of planks, but the chance of fire. Oh my God, what is with all the fire? Everything just trying to catch on fire, man. That might be worth it. Oof. Hemp clothing gives more happiness, but requires 100% more. Oof. I don't know. How much hemp does it require now? Per 12. So it would go up to 24. That's a lot. We're not exactly sitting on excess hemp. Maybe we should do this first. Increase yields or increase production. Let's do yield. All right, finally they're building the tavern. It's like not even on the plot. Like, what the fuck? It's like, this is the plot, but it's over here. It's kind of awkward. This is how you build things. You just walk around and smack random things with a hammer, and it just comes together. right. Can you guys stop being so fucking angry now? Go get drunk. Go. Go get drunk. Produces meals for all classes and ensuring their dietary needs are met. Oh, there they go. They're finally getting happy. How do we get the I saw it on here somewhere. Or I thought I did. Oh yeah, here we go. The craftsman. Need planks. But we're not sucking up any more planks for the moment. So where can we stick you in? You're too big to fit there. That makes me angry. Okay, we'll stick it here.
Okay, listening to this with no like context or looking at the screen, it sounds so suggestive.
You're suggestive.
And I'm just
Trying
like
to run a kingdom here.
I'll stick this here. I'll just stick it in. Sorry, I'm fine.
Get your mind out of the gutter, Gobbo. Jeez.
I can't. It's always there.
It's always there. Why doesn't this just fit on the road? What the fuck? Why is it all off center? Fucking annoying. I don't like it. No. Do I need to get a green tote for you, Tiki? Huh? Is that what you need?
No, thank you. It's fine. It's always there.
Why are you still pissed off? Food stores. Food stores not in range. Are you fucking kidding me? Why can't we get an upgrade to just make the influence area bigger? Can we get one of those? Like, holy fuck. That is pretty much right at the edge of its zone, so guess that's about as good as it gets. Strange crystalline formations have crept their way throughout your province. They seemed harmless at first, but in larger clusters, those who venture near them find themselves overtaken with nausea. Holy shit, everything just caught on fire back there. The Curia gathers to discuss the matter while the town burns. I'd advise caution, Your Grace, if these stones have any connection to the Whalgrim. Crystals, Wayward. Crystals. Crystals mean gems, and gems mean profit. Now, Duke, we still haven't determined the nature of these crystals, though they do appear to be causing illness. A commotion comes from just beyond the throne room. Gasp and feeble attempts to halt the stranger who now stands before you. They outstretch their arms to you, within them a large cluster of those very crystals, cradled upon their flesh. No signs of weakness, malady, or struggle. Why didn't? That was weird. They do not harm me. Would you like to know why? Who are you that you can gently cradle these stones? Who are you that you can romance these crystals so? What magic do you possess to enchant my guards and enter here? Why should I grant you an audience? You have forced yourself upon this court. Go with that one. I am one who has walked these lands far longer than any who vie for them now, but that is of little consequence. What matters are these and how you use them. The stranger places the crystals upon the floor before you, slowly reaching into their cloak to withdraw some parchment. With this, your stores can withstand the crystal's power. In time, you'll see their full potential. You accept the parchment and uncoil it. Etched upon the page is a recipe, a special oil that will preserve the crystals while suppressing their volatile nature. The requirements seem so simple, and you have so many questions, but today there will be no answers. You look up, and the stranger is gone. What is left is the key to the new resource, the new way to succeed in Nilsamor. With this recipe, you can subdue the crystals, collect and store them until the time is right, and their full purpose is known. One of your structures are on fire. You should carefully monitor the situation and ensure it doesn't spread. It's wise to provide all your buildings access to water source such as a well or a firehouse. Without them, you'll have no way to quench the flames. To gain access to the firehouse, you'll need to first research it in the Tome of Knowledge, and once you've gained access to a keep that has an upgrade to tier 2. Okay. I mean, they should have water. Get the water over there! Which bar are we looking? Okay, this one's got water on it. Okay. So they're trying to put it out. Oof, okay, they got it out. Okay, I was about to say, it looks like that bar is feeling kind of slow. I'm kind of worried. It's still going kind of slow, but it seems to also burn pretty slow. I think, oh, okay, that was kind of a jump. How many people are fighting this fire? Just like one peasant? 2? Go faster! Might have even started fighting the fire over here. Oh shit, man. Is that within range? Oh god, that may not be in range. What the fuck? It caught on fire again! Oh no. We need another well. Oh man, this thing is going down, bro. It's so going down. There's no way. This well isn't in range either, is it? Doesn't look like it. This is probably not the best spot for the well either, but there's no way it's going to produce the fire or the water fast enough. Oh yeah, it's dead. No, well, it's not that much to repair it actually, so guess we'll just repair it. Oh my god, did it just get real cute in here? Oh, it's Pyro. Why, hello Pyro. All right, so clearly we need the firehouse upgrade at some point. Where are we at on the other one? 80%? Not bad, not bad. I hate when games don't make escape exit the menu. I hate that. I hate it. Do trade eventually. That means we gotta build caravans. Miners camp. Iron ore. Do we have iron ore? It's like they don't play PC games, right? Like, come on, bruh. You bitching about? You don't have enough apples. Like, are you kidding me with these apples, man? How many fucking apples do we need, man? Fucking stop eating all the fucking apples. How you feeling, Casper? How goes the recovery? I bet there's somebody out there that like has made like one of those guides where it's like, this is the optimal placement. If you put this here, this here, this here, and build like this, you'll have everything, you know, like. Actually, the last thing we need is a trader's hut. So I guess we'll go ahead and build one of those. So we can fit it in right here. I'm doing well. Was able to eat actual food today. Nice. That is good news. Ooh, 97. Ah! Fucking exit, man. Or escape button. Killing me. Fucking killing me, game. Imp farm. Alright, hopefully that's gonna help with that. I guess we should maybe look into the fermenter next. Nimble thimble. With our trader hut established, we should focus on locating unique and valuable resources. Wheat, iron, and fish are not found in our starting province. However, in the provinces nearby, we may find such goods in abundance. Take a moment to build a caravan from within the logistics tab. Once constructed, you'll need to move it into the trader's hut to begin to load it.
You need to move it, move it. You need to move it, move it. You need to move it to the hut.
Are we colonizing? Perhaps in the future, yes. We don't know yet. We don't even have a military yet. Chancellor Declan brings you news of a promising development at the Outfitters. A talented seamstress has discovered a new stitch that could greatly increase productivity. A new stitch, eh? This is quite the exceptional discovery, Your Highness. This new stitch truly does outpace the current one. Perhaps we should give it a try. How much time was given to such a discovery? Who asked the seamstress to look for a new stitch? What's wrong with maintaining Aldemar's traditions? Who told this lady she could stitch different? I want names. How dare she? How dare she? I think we should give it a try. This new stitch can be taught throughout the kingdom. Our seamstress will be more efficient for generations to come. We have begun again, and a new beginning invites new traditions. Send the seamstress my praise for such initiative. What is the fall? Wait, what? Yet, what would our fallen king say? Do we not owe it to Aldemar to maintain tradition? Let us move ahead with this new stitch. We must weigh the results against the time it took to find them. What kind of tradition is there around a stitch? Like, that's some level of conservatism that I can't even like begin to understand. Where you're like, no. We got to stitch the way our ancestors stitched. She was over there huffing on the crystals when she came up with the idea. She was, I'm high as fuck right now, bro. Oh, I just had a breakthrough. Chancellor Declan informs the seamstress of the news, which she happily receives. She is encouraged by your eagerness and is proud to contribute to the settlement's progress. Wherever the wise worker's mastery awaits you. Oh, they come in here. Where's that at? Oh, masteries is its own tab. Boy, I'm fucking stupid. Should have clicked that a while ago. So we gain 5% production for each type of employable building placed. Well, that would be quite a lot. We have a lot of employable buildings. That seems pretty good. I think we should do that. Just everybody produces more. Because we believed in a Stitch. This is what it's like to be king, guys. This is how you king. Hope you guys are taking notes. This guy doesn't have access to a well. He's been perfectly happy this whole time, and then you just realize he doesn't have a well. So now he's pissed.
He's like, wait a second.
All right, like he was fine. Now he's just like, wait a minute. Why am I the only one who doesn't have a well on this block?
Even old man Willie has a well. What the fuck?
Holy shit, these peasants. Can we just execute that guy for telling everybody else in the house that they don't have a well? Wielding rage. A great commotion stirs just outside the keep. A furious man, sword in hand, claims he'll fight anyone who stands between him and the ruler who he plans to confront. That's me. Get in the way. A growing crowd is in awe of the spectacle, and his blade has already managed to inflict serious wounds on some of Hayward's soldiers. Well, you got to train them soldiers better. The Duke and the Chancellor each believe they know how best to handle such violence. One favors punishment, the other compassion. I favor better training for our troops, because holy shit, you guys had them outnumbered.
You guys suck.
Right? These are my guards. Come on.
You let everyone in. What the fuck?
Is that fucking Lancelot out there? Like, get your shit together.
Like
Your Eminence, we should show such barbarity no mercy. This man threatens the safety of our citizens, but most importantly, you. Such treasonous acts cannot be tolerated.
Treason, Duke Stanton? To feel frustration toward decisions made? To be critical of the kingdom's progress? This is treason to you? Surely citizens could express their discontent.
With blades and aggression, Chancellor Declan? An example must be made.
Yes, of just rule and reason, not blade against blade. As the Chancellor and Duke debate, Sir Hayward enters with a stumbling blade wielder. Hayward clutches the man's shirt collar, his hands now bound and bladeless. Well, at least Hayward knows what he's doing. His men suck. Thanks for trimming the fat in my army, stranger. Right? I'm gonna put this guy in charge of the guard and be like, clearly you should be the one training people. That'd be awesome if that were. Calm down, Noomers. That'd be awesome if that were an option. The Chancellor is correct. Our people must know that their voices matter. I believe the decision is Sir Hayward's to make. Sir Hayward, this man, fate rests with you. Such acts of violence and defiance cannot be tolerated. The Duke is right. Justice must be served.
Justice.
I wonder what Hayward would decide. I mean, it's his men that got injured, right? Maybe we should let him pick. And he is supposed to be our friend. Let's see what Hayward does. At least 3 of my men suffer greatly from this man's battle throes. His battle throes? Could have been more. Could have been common folk as well. But he reeks of alcohol. which is likely emboldened his rage. I would put him in a cell until he sobers up. So your men got their asses beat by a drunk man. Not good for you, Hayward. Very well, Sir Hayward. Let us see if sobriety changes his attitude. While the man regains himself within a cell, his wife comes to speak with you. She informs you and the Curia that he often loses his temper when under the drink. Vows to keep cider and beer far from his lips. His lips henceforth. With gratitude, you inform her that when sober, he will be allowed to return home to gain happiness and some coin.
I'm sure after cider he will.
There should have been an option to like hire him to the guard or something.
Yeah, like conscript him, work it off.
Like this guy needs to be a guard, not a drunk man in the street, clearly. I guess we should get the firehouse going. And on that note, we're gonna pause.